Agnew the run out for the Bears, down 9-3. Pass back to Carr, firing for three and hitting back-to-back threes by Baylor.
For open shots, and right there, that's a contested three.
Actually, the third made three. Skilling saves it inbounds. A dunk by Carr at the other end. First half. And Skillings Jr. to Carr, drives in. Shot rolls in and a foul.
Dives and attacks the closeout. He's getting held on one side.
Skillings' big night. He's in double figures. Now 4 Baylor players double figures scoring. Carr levitates and scores.
Gets out in transition. A lot of guys, you see, shy away from the contact. He goes through the chest, plays through contact.
Obi's been quiet from deep. Remember, he's a big-time shooter.
Here's Carr from 3.
He's the X factor, Bryson Tucker, for this Husky team.
Carr created space and takes advantage.
Second time tonight that Mandequist turned it over on a pick-and-roll play because of his size.
With a hand in his face, and Carr continues his good night.
Taken away by Baylor. Here's Agnew out of the pack, racing across the timeline. The lob and the finish. Carr.
Well, that's the steal that created the opportunity up the floor. You can see Agnew took it right in the middle.
The defensive pressure by Tarleton State, nothing to sneeze at. Carr finds some space and knocks down another tray. Yesufu, Carr drops the hammer.
This is a tomahawk in traffic.
Zell lives to fight another day. Blocked by Carr. Another highlight reel from him. 8th block for the team. Skillings. Let's see Carr on the offensive end.
It is.
Why not?
Ratai, good ball movement here, driving. Carr lays it in. Baylor's going back to the locker room, efforting a report on that. Lauren will let us know when she gets one. Carr drives. Carr hangs and scores. Here's had the Carr duty. Carr gets free, pulls up again. Same result. Into the game is Austin Schwartz for Creighton. Carr almost lost the handle, saves it though. Ratai gives it back to Carr, who powers one down. 15 offensive rebounds this half. A huge second look up top, and Cameron Carr.
Still got some time. Greg McDermott wants a trap.
Carr going to the basket. Carr hangs, misses, gets his own, and puts it back.
Screening to get Carr open. Trying to shake Sellers. There's his second hoop. Agnew in his 5th season of college basketball. Carr from distance. Knocked down. Cameron Carr. Williams will find his shoot. Carr way away from the basket. Why not? Why not? Cameron Carr.
Amount of touches he's getting. He's efficient 4 of 4.
Maybe a good thing, actually. He didn't yell at as much until the next day of film.
Yesufu sometimes handle it. Can you have a 5-man or essentially a pseudo 5-man? There's another back cut.
Carr patrolling the baseline. Slipping.
Slip.
Carr, yes.
That 5-out action, there's just nobody.
Earlier this year. Long range. Carr. Oh, my.
Carr has it on the right wing for the Bears. He'll launch a 3. That is good. Trying to draw a foul. The Bears on the perimeter. Screen from Caden Powell. Lob down low. Baseline left to Carr. He wheels around his defender. Puts it in. 37-36. 4:05 mark first half. A strip of the ball by Ratai. Scoop it ahead to Carr, who dunks it. They are 4-5 here early in the season. Playing a ton of road games. Oh, the alley-oop!
Really not bad defense by Skillings, but you're going to see a lot of that individual play by Williams and Johnson.
Nice pass down low. Caden Powell to...
That's one of the most efficient offensively in the early season. Thanks in large part to Carr.
By Agnew. Up top, and the put down. Cameron Carr smacking the backboard. Ty gives it up for Carr. Down the baseline, the finger roll goes. An important final 2 minutes of the half here, though, and a steal by Skillings. Right on cue. And I think he tried to lay it off the backboard thinking he had somebody following. And Cameron Carr's going to bail him out. For sure, he had a teammate coming right behind. And I guess on some level he did. He did, yeah. Here's Obi Agbem, penetrates, now kicks it back outside to Carr. Carr, the Bears' leading scorer. There's a long three, and it's good. How about that? Long range by Cam Carr. Rebounding position completely in control. Now Carr to the bucket. Lay in for Cameron Carr. Baylor's 15 of 17 at the line. Alcorn's 1 of 1. Watch out. Carr will jam it home.
Had the ball blocked from him. It was up for grabs. Nobody's going to get it but him. Got his mitts on it, just couldn't quite finish the play. Now he gets a steal.
Wow, on the defensive end. Here's Carr flying in again for another dunk by Cameron Carr.
Just a little bounce pass, really made it look easy.
P.J. DeBoule on the floor. He's coming back as well. Southern very excited to get him back. Just had a block last possession. And Carr, beautiful stroke.
Hard to lead when you're a freshman, you know, but I think his play is going to continue to elevate as Carr makes just an acrobatic.
And a nice pass from the high post. They made it look easy.
There's Carr to the bucket. It's good, and a foul.
Had a mismatch in his favor, a little spin move, weak side help.
Rattles out. Rebound Bears. Carr, drive, yes, and a foul.
Once they got him on campus. I'm told the Baylor's defensive coordinator has already placed a phone call to recruit him as a defensive back next season. This is Cameron Carr. That's a three. Horned Frogs have a foul to give. Agbem underneath Carr. Hard flush.
Torrey turning the corner. A free run is met at the rim.
Take a look at this, because I love the aggression from Torrey, but I also love what Cam Carr does. Protect the rim at a high level. Guard on guard action. I love it right there. Get up that high. Was that, are we counting that as a dunk or no?
A pass, a catch.
Damon Lipsy for Iowa State. I can't believe Houston and Iowa State don't play twice. That's just, we're being cheated as a fan base, right?
On the break. Good penetration that time.
Cameron Carr straight away.
Kill it. Baylor starting to feel it now. After being down by as many as 15. Cameron Carr.
Yeah, I think that's called being uber efficient.
Scary efficient. And swooping to the basket. Killer can. Carr, deep J. Got it. That's going to really help him.
Penny uses his balance and his dribble. Steal Carr, 2-on-1, takes it himself and finishes.
And they lost early on in the season, or earlier, first game of conference, they lost to him.
Carr buries a three.
Lost with Ty, but also gave up the basketball. Carr, haven't heard from him in a while. Shot's no good, but the follow-up is Cam Carr. Sits at 9. Cam Carr knifing to the hole.
And Skillings has been getting hit and hit and hit again, but he stayed with it to get the offensive glass for another possession.
Carr launches a deep three, counted and one.
Or put Baylor on the free throw line, almost a steal.
Off. Send it back, Agbem. Carr looking for the dunk. Will get the layup.
Baylor obviously no stranger to sending youngsters to the NBA. The only school with top 19 picks in the last 5 drafts. They absolutely have an NCAA tournament resume.
Oh yeah, if the season ended today, they'd be in that somewhere between that 5 and 8 seed.
Sweet stroke from Cam Carr.
It's a little chaotic on Radio Row. I'd never done it before. Carr three, good. Williams. Agbem gave it up. Carr for three, good. That is an outstanding offensive possession. With a terrific day of college hoops still to come.
20 a game for the Tennessee transfer. A lot of 5 out from Baylor.
Carr will pull from deep, and he buries one and does make it count.
From the top of the key to give him space to operate, to be able to get to the elbow there, and then he gets to his spot with ease.
Carr off the shot fake, nice touch. Isaac Williams at the controls. Here's Carr driving on right, all the way to the cup.
Yeah, and then just playing smart, playing harder, having your compete level go up.
Big block from Carr, rising up on Cada. Kevin Young said, hey, he's laid back. He's an even-killed guy. I don't think it's going to bother him here tonight.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it has.
No, it really hasn't, and it usually can go.
Johnson's pass deflected by the long arms of Cameron Carr, and Carr shows his athleticism.
The long arms of Cameron Carr, and then the elite athleticism. Bears climbing back in. And then his three-point ability, which he has obviously carried on to the season here.
Johnson down low, Buka got it stripped. 6 turnover for K-State, and at the other end.
What has been a trying season for Bobby Hurley in year 11, and with questions about his future at Arizona State. Carr in transition.
You just know what's going to end up happening.
Meanwhile, Baylor, I think, starting to build some confidence at Hay.
Yep, right now it's an 8-4 rebounding advantage from Baylor.
Nelson in off the bench. Carr kind of fumbled that pass, so he'll attack instead of settle for the jumper. We were talking about matching up against one of the great rebounders in the country in Owaka. They left Carr open. Can't do that. Privas, Del Orso, blocked by Carr. Now 2-on-1. Carr all the way to scoop it in.
You don't want to settle for long jumpers here with no rim protector at the game. That's a tough shot.
Offensive rebound, Caden Powell to keep the possession going. Floater, Carr.
This guy, Tunde Yesufu, definitely an NBA prospect. Yesufu back to Carr, contested three is good.
And it worked because he had a one-on-one play.
By the way, Terrence Brown's from Minneapolis, but that was not on purpose.
Good point.
Cam Carr. All his life, he's led by example. And this year, he's been challenged a little bit to lead vocally, and he has done that for Alex Jensen. Oh, doing that is Cam Carr.
With Arizona State on a 10-2 run. Good to see Cam Carr back, and he answers as he restores the lead to a dozen. Carr got a switch. Hits another three. Against Baylor in that first meeting. 1 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 6 from 3. Carr with some space again. Enjoying himself. Then he was jawing coming up the floor with Noah Mayusin as he got ready to defend him. Carr rises. He hits as Bobby Hurley was screaming.